Hi everyone, welcome back to Diabetes Everyday. I'm Toby Smithson, a registered dietitian nutritionist, certified diabetes care and education specialist, and a person with diabetes. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a way to look at your blood sugar readings called time in range. About 12 years ago, my A1C was in target, less than 7% reading, but I was having trouble with too many low readings. My endo suggested a little trial. He asked me to wear a continuous glucose monitor for several days, back when the CGMs weren't as available to consumers. The following week, I returned to his office to look at the results. Wow! I knew that my blood sugar was too low at lunch every day, but I had no idea that between breakfast and lunch, I was spiking high for a couple of hours. The key here is that I didn't realize it because I was relying on my A1C, showing that overall, my blood sugar must be in target. Big lesson learned here. Remember that A1C is an average of 3 months of blood sugar readings, but if you are having out of target readings, both the above and the below, it may very well show that your average is right on target. And we're learning that time in range may be more important to long-term health than just an A1C. Your A1C doesn't tell the whole story. First of all, let's review the recommended blood sugar range according to the American Diabetes Association, which is 80 to 130 before a meal or at fasting, and less than 180 2 hours after the start of eating your meal, which would be your after meal reading. Keep in mind that this is the goal. Time in range refers to the percent of time your blood sugar is staying in those ranges. The goal is to keep our blood sugar in that range for 70% or more of the time. And having blood sugar readings below target, meaning below 70, less than 4% of the time. I need to note here that these percentages are for the average person with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. People who are frail or older, type 1s who are pregnant, and people with gestational diabetes will have different recommendations. Here is the great news about following the time in range guidelines. Each percent increase in time in range will significantly improve your A1C. For instance, for an increase in 10% or increase in 2.5 hours each day of being in range, your A1C will lower by 0.5%. Spending more time in range makes our A1C result more meaningful. Now, if we collect the data on our blood sugar readings through a continuous glucose monitoring system, we can truly see patterns of when we are or are not staying in range. When using a blood glucose meter, you'll need to check more often. Check fasting, after meals, before bedtime, and even overnight. Hope you are able to take some time to be an investigative reporter by taking a look at your blood sugar readings to find the trends. This is so important. Spotting trends gives you an opportunity to make adjustments. Next week, I'll give you some simple tips on how to keep your blood sugar from spiking after meals to increase your time in range. Cheers to your health.